Hi, this is Tim with American LED Technology. I'm going to show you how to upload content to your LED sign using Pluto Manager software. So the first thing we're going to want to do is double click on Pluto Manager. The window pops up. We'll see that we're communicating with our sign when a 1 and a green dot appears. And if it doesn't, we're going to want to make sure that our default IP is set to 192.168.1.223. If it's not, we can click on it and change it. Just hit OK, and we'll see a 1 and a green dot when it finds the sign. And when it does, we click on Create Play Program, and I'm going to change the x-axis of the demo screen so you can see it better. You won't have to change any of this, as it'll already be preset on your laptop. So on our common window, we can right click to add a list of features to our playlist. First thing we're going to do is add pictures and videos by clicking File. So I'm going to add fireworks sparkler and American flag. I'll click on those and hit Open. Once these load, we can see them on our demo screen by clicking on them. And however they look on our demo screen is exactly how they'll look on the sign. So with the American flag here, we have an in effect and an out effect that we can use or not use. And it'll come with a random effect every time, or we can select a static effect. Here's our stay time. That's how long we want the slide to stay on the sign. It's defaulted to 5 seconds. We also have an overlay text. Click on that, and we can add text over the picture. And just click the check marks. And if you're familiar with Microsoft Word, Microsoft Office, Notepad, you know that you can change the font size and the color. Make it bold, italicized, you can underline it. And you can center it. And remember to hit the check mark. And next is our video. We click on it to see it on our demo screen. We can also do an overlay text with this as well. Hit our check mark. Change our size so we can see it. Make it bold. So I'm going to right click to add a complex text. And type our text in here. We can center it by highlighting it, clicking center, and change the size. Now we can hit OK. And you see how it's centered in the middle of the sign, but not centered in the middle here. We can highlight it and go back into Edit Text and put our insert before the H and click Enter a couple times. We can even change the size of it. We can even highlight the empty space up here to change the size of the empty space to make it even more centered. And you can change the size by clicking on default size, or you can change it by highlighting it and changing the numbers. Just hit OK, and this is exactly how it's going to look on your sign. Now in the complex text, we also have the in effect and out effect that we can use. I like the in effect set to random because it adds some style to the slide. And default stay time is 10 seconds. I recommend using 5. Right click and add another feature. Now I wouldn't recommend using static text or single line text, because what you can do in these you can do in complex text. So there's no need in using those. but we can use a scrolling text. So I'm going to click on it, type in my text here, type in welcome and hit the check mark. And I'm going to go to the property tab to change some settings. Now you can add a text effect and do outlines. Change the size, make it 60 in bold. And you can also make it cycle. That's to where the text will cycle over and over and over again. You can also change the interval of cycles. That's how many spaces will be in between the text. And you can also change the go speed. That's how fast you want it to go across your sign. I recommend normal. You can also change the direction. You can go right to left, left to right, down to up, up to down. Now the duration is defaulted an hour. I'm going to take the cycle off for a second. Now in order to get the duration just right, you want to count how long it takes to go across your demo screen. So if it takes, let's say it takes 15 seconds for the word welcome to go across your demo screen, you're going to want to type in 15 seconds. Now sometimes you'll want to put a half second in there, which this doesn't allow you to do. But in order to manipulate that, you can click on the text tab and create a space before the W or after the E. And just hit the check mark. And click off to the side to refresh it. And you'll see that it'll move on to the next slide after 15 seconds. Alright, so we can right click and add. We'll be adding an analog clock, but we can add a digital clock. Digital clock is easier to read, and it's convenient for the customer that'll be looking at your sign. So we're going to click on digital clock. We can type in a solid text here. It says date and time. Or you don't have to type in a solid text. You want to change your date style to month, day, year. You can add a text effect. You can even change the font and the size, make it bold, italicize. And you see how it's all jumbled up here in the demo screen? You're going to want to click one line show, and that'll spread it out here. I'm going to change the size so we can see it better. And let's say we just wanted to display the time and the solid text there. Take date and off, just display time. Check off the 4 bits year, the year, month, day, half day is the AM, PM. Take off the day, even take off the second, and we want to add 12 hours. That'll display the time, not in military time, but in 12 hours. Looks like the time is not set correctly on the card, but 12 hours will be what time it's going to be. Now the duration of it's defaulted to an hour. We can change that to however long you want it to stay on the sign. And I'm going to go ahead and right click and add a countdown timer. Let's say we wanted to count down until Christmas. Put a text in here that said Christmas. I could add my text effect, change my font or my font size. Go 40, make it bold. Making it bold, it's easier to read on the sign. Change my target date to Christmas, which is December 25th. My target time, 12 a.m. And make my duration 5 seconds. Take one line show off. You can even take the seconds, the minutes, and the days off. So it'll be 4,223 hours until Christmas. And it will count down until Christmas Day. So I'm going to right click and add weather. Now in order to add weather, we have to be pushing internet to your sign. And if you have internet pushing to your sign, you probably have an antenna plugged into your internal network and an antenna on the sign that are communicating back and forth for your internet. Click weather, and I'm in America and Florida. And I'm near Jacksonville. We can get the city just right on there. Just have to make some changes. And I want to just display the temperature. We usually have a temperature probe that is setting on the sign, and you would use that. But in order to display weather and wind, you would want to push internet to the sign. Make it bold. We can even go down here to text setting and take off the text that says current T. Hit OK, and we'll see that it's 85 degrees right now. We can change our duration, 5 seconds. And that is with pushing internet to the sign using weather. Now let's say we have a temperature probe on our sign. We'll go down here to temperature and humidity. We'll take off, say we just want to display temperature, take off humidity, change the size of it first so we can see it. Hit bold. I'm also going to take off the word temperature. Set our duration to 5 seconds. And our refresh period, 5 minutes. So it'll refresh the temperature every 5 minutes. That's as low as we can go. Now you won't see the temperature here in your demo screen using the temperature probe, because the temperature probe is on your sign. And when you push this information to the sign, you'll see the temperature displayed on your sign. Okay. So let's say we wanted to play this playlist program only on Mondays. We're going to go up here to General Segment and deselect every day but Monday. We could also do an effective run date. We can have it play from, let's say we wanted it to play from July 1st to July 31st. And we only wanted it to play for a certain time of the day. Let's say from 5 o'clock in the morning till, let's say 11 o'clock. Alright, or we can just have it play Monday. So this common window will only play on Monday because we set it. Now we want to create another playlist program to play Tuesday. So what we're going to do is right click on Play Program, click Add Common Segment, and then deselect every day but Tuesday. And we can keep on adding general segments until we have all the days of the week playing different content. So I'm going to right click on General Segment, add a common page, and when you see this window, just hit Add. And here's my common window. I'm going to change my x-axis again so you can see the demo screen better. And here's our common window where we can create another program playlist to be played only on Tuesday. And we can keep doing that until we have all the days of the week. So let's say we wanted to have split screens on our sign. We wanted to have, let's say, scrolling text on the bottom and a picture on the top. So what we're going to want to do is create 2 pages. I'll show you how to do this. First I'm going to delete this general segment and play this all effective days of the week. And here's my common window. I'm going to go ahead and delete the content in here by selecting all of it. I'm going to right click on it, just hit delete. Alright, so I'm going to add 2 pages. This page will display this content, and another page will display another content. So what I'm going to do is right click on general segment, add a common page, and just click add when you see this window. Now we have 2 pages. One page will be our regular content where we don't want split screens. So we can add pictures, videos, or whatever we want content displayed there. Now in this page, we're going to have 2 common windows with split screens. So we can right click on page and add a common window. So now we have 2 common windows. Now in order to change the size of the common window, first I'm going to move this over so we can see it better. Now I can click over here in my demo screen and change the size of the screen within the demo screen. So let's say we want it to be this big. And what we want to display there is complex text. And I'll just type in welcome, make it big so we can see it. We can center it, make it bold, and just hit OK. I'm going to center it here as well. Alright, now in my other common window, I'm going to make it the other half of the screen. Change my x-axis so we can see it better. And just give it down here. And you can see both of the windows if you click on page. You can see it better. And you can make as many splits as you want to on your sign. And we can add scrolling text in here. I'm going to have it say welcome to American LED Technology. And I'm going to have it display our telephone number. If you have any more questions, you can dial this number for free tech support. And just hit the check mark. And change the size. Make it bold. You can add a text effect. And I'm just going to have it scrolling for an hour. We can click on our page 2, click on the preview. It'll preview both of the common windows in our page. So it'll say welcome to American LED Technology, and then it'll show our telephone number. Alright. And you can split this up as many times as you want to. And another important thing is that you want both of the pages set to specific times, not to cycle. If they were both set to cycle, one page will just keep on cycling. You want them set to specific times so it'll cycle both of the pages. Alright, now that we created our playlist program that we want to send to the sign, we're going to go ahead and click on send. And it'll say, do you want to save the current new play file? You just hit OK and go ahead and save it. I'm going to save it as demo. Just hit save. I'll say it succeeded. Just hit OK. And it'll convert it to default parameters. Just hit OK. And this is your sign. You'll see the green status dot. Just want to hit next. And now it usually won't say this. Right now the client size is different, but yours will automatically be set up. Now it's very important that we send the content to the SD card. We don't want to send it to integrated memory or U-disk. Sending it to integrated memory could fill up and make the card not usable anymore. So it's very important that we select SD card. And then just hit next. And this is the final prompt to send it to your sign. Just hit send. And I'll show you the progress. And once it's sent to the sign, you can take a look at it and make sure it is the desired outcome. Alright, thank you for your time today. Hope this helped you. If you have any more questions, please give us a call. The number is 850-863-8777. Thank you. Bye.